Well, here we are. Um, Here we are. Going flat out on the flat plane, going to work. How's everyone today? And good morning to you. It's a bright, sunshiny day. It should be okay on the roof, no wind. This is life in the fast lane, because it's the only lane you can take. Ride over some of the humps, get the gravel down a bit. Fair play, spread it out. I don't like rutting, because rutting is a trap. Now we could turn or we could go straight. We're going to go straight. We're heading due west. It's not as much on the camera. Let's see if I can share this out. Share it with Hangouts. See if Wendy can get this. Try that. Ah, fuck off. Back. Start. We'll see what happens there. And go that. Do that. Just checking a few things out. Send it to there, send it there. Oh, we got traffic. We have traffic. It's probably a local user. Their BMW. Somebody must be local. They know Angle Road. Now, if I remember correctly, that's where that truck turned yesterday. But I don't really know. Hello there. How you doing, Hunter? Good day to you, sir. I'm just heading to work in the flat plains of Saskatchewan. Some people like to join in for the drive. Takes about 40 minutes from here, I think. And where you be from, Hunter? Hi, Teddy. How you doing, mate? It's a beautiful day here. I hope it's the same for you down in California. Hey, we'll get onto the pavement for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then we'll hit another grid road. Right now we're heading due west. Sun's behind us. Yeah, Teddy, it's another beautiful day on the flat plain of ours. Snow's gonna come soon. This should be an interesting drive in the snow. We shall see. See what it's like in the winter. I think I'll need some sunglasses. And we're off. Highway number 1. Heading across Canada. I have to get up on my winter driving skills soon. Sit back, have coffee, chillax. So, I was having a discussion with somebody about gravity. Well, my roommate. He's not a flat earther. He doesn't think I'm nuts, but he's just not a flat earther. And we were talking about gravity, and I realized how indoctrinated people do really get when it comes to things like gravity. They accept gravity as fact rather than as theory and something to be questioned, which is a strange thing. And then we were talking about relativity, and well, you know, I've tried to explain that everything's not relative. And we were talking about speed of sound and catching the speed of sound and how sound travels in all directions. When sound emits, it doesn't just go in one direction, it goes in all directions. So how can it be relative? So since sound isn't relative, how can the Earth be spinning at 1,000 miles per hour when sound only travels at 760 miles per hour? And knowing that it's not relative to the atmosphere, because, as I said, sound travels in all directions. So it's not relative to the atmosphere, so it's not moving with the atmosphere. Just a question, just a thought. You know, gravity sucks. It's all buoyancy and density. And then I tried to say, you know, about the clouds here. The clouds only ever come to a certain level, and then they flatten out on the bottom. You'll see it. You'll see a big, beautiful, round cloud, but flat on the bottom, because that's sitting on the surface of the air. The air behaves like an ocean. It's kind of like a fish coming up, swimming as fast as it can to get high in the air to catch something. You know, it comes racing out of the ocean into the air, and it all of a sudden loses all its momentum because it's got nothing to push on. Well, it's the same thing once we get above a certain point in the atmosphere here. There's nothing to push on. And it doesn't, you don't have to go too far up before you can't push. It's like in a helicopter, they can only fly so high because all of a sudden they lose all air. They have nothing for the blades, the rotor blades, to grab onto. That's why you don't fly a helicopter to the top of Everest. It just doesn't work. These are just thoughts. Just thoughts. Questions I have. Okay, we're in the big city of Indian Head, where it's got a grain elevator. Woohoo! Now this is one town that parties. The Mennonites come here all the time. No offense to the Mennonites. I love them. They're very loving people. But they don't party much. Yeah, the big town of Indian Head. We're going to go through the whole town in a second. And it only takes a second, believe me. Here we are. Indian Head. And there we are, the big town of Indian Head. Enjoy the view, because there isn't much. Hello there, Mr. Rizza. How are you? No, they're flat out. It's all flat out. Yeah. And what's the day like where you are? As you see, it's a bright, beautiful, sunshiny day here on the flat plains of Saskatchewan. This is my daily drive to work right now. I'll be back on what are called the grid roads in a minute. If anybody knows of somebody named Big Johnson, fellow flat earther, he lives in Battleford, Saskatchewan. Send him to my channel because I'd like to meet him. Anaheim, the home of the Mighty Ducks. Oh my God. Still on fire. That's not good, mate. Not good. Up here on the plains of Saskatchewan, they light fires, huge fires on these farms. Just the ducks drop the mighty. Okay, mate, I'll do that. Anaheim Ducks. Yeah, we just stay on this road for a minute, and then we'll get up to speed on the grid road. As I say, we get to about 70 miles an hour on the grid road. Well, sometimes I go a little faster, but don't tell anybody. It's not like there's somebody out here with speed cameras. Or at least I don't think there is. Yeah. We're just coming up to my turn in a minute. It's hard to believe that there's a turn. I know, there's a turn. Don't get too excited now, people. We're gonna turn. It's something you have to do once. Well, once on my way to work. I got to turn once on my way to work. And this is it. This is the big intersection. So let's see what happens. Heavy traffic negotiations here. Oh, and that's it. No more turns. Now we got half an hour down this road with no turns. Not a single one. Teddy, you've been on the drive before, I think. There'll be a couple spots where I'll lose connection or it'll have to buffer out for a few moments, but that'll be about it. I'll try and warn you. I know it's pretty damn exciting, isn't it, Teddy? Interesting. Very interesting. And my truck started beeping for some reason at the same spot it did the other day. So, Mr. Reza, what do you think about this Earth of ours? Is it real? Or are we being bullshitted to? Because, you know, I don't really know, but I keep looking. I keep looking. I think we're being bullshitted to, but I don't know exactly how. But enough of us are questioning it anyway, which is good. The more we question, maybe the more answers we'll get. Rather than going through the school system and being told not to question. Why do you go to school to be told not to question things? Does that make sense? Don't question it, just do it. Don't question it, just do it. Just believe theory is fact. I don't get it. Now, we'll see how long my truck beeps for. I'm curious about something. Traffic, 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 guys. Traffic. Damn. Fucking panic. Here we go, panic. Panic. I see lights. Oh my God. There's a car. 2 cars. Oh my God. It's like rush hour. This is incredible. Never seen so much traffic. There we go. Traffic panic over. Whew. I'll be back in a second, people.